Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy News here with a brand new video for you guys today. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're all feeling good, looking good, and smelling good. As your boy is back with another video for you guys today. And today's video is going to be a reaction video to Nick RTFM going on a bit of a rant, going on a bit of a crash out, if you will. As always, it comes to my reaction videos. The first link in the description box below will be the link to the original video. Always go to the original video and do all the comments and the likes and things like that. Give the person who made the original video all the credit and all the the love, not the person who's doing the reaction. They're the one who made the content. It's just a way when it comes to like me doing reaction videos. The reason why I do these is because it's a lot better than making a big ass paragraph in your comment section. Okay, I can just voice what I want to say in a video format. So we're gonna watch this. This is, I'm sure, happened the day everyone is having crash outs, because this game is literally ass. I was going to upload a video dedicated to my Corbin Albert Evo, and I just deleted it. Like, I need to upload it because it's just me raging the entire time. And it's funny because it's 4 gameplays of me winning. All 4 gameplays is me winning, and by a lot too. Like, they're not even like close games. Like, one game's like a freaking a 3-0, one was like a 4-2, another one was a freaking a 7-3. And like, it's just non-stop raging me because, like, I say this a lot, I don't care about anything when it comes to making me angry unless I feel like it's bullshit. If I feel like I'm being cheated, then I complain. For example, one of the games that I had that I raged in, where I almost threw my freaking controller, my defense, aka me, because I do main defending, makes a great read on a pass. So I go get the ball I block it because I blocked a shot from my opponent, and I'm going to go get the ball. When I go to get the ball, and the ball's rolling into the box, the keeper comes out to go get the ball too. I didn't call for the keeper, but the keeper comes out to get the ball too, and just trips my player trying to fight for the ball. Like, the keeper literally trying to fight the player for the ball. The player falls over, the keeper's on the ground, the ball rolls behind the keeper, the opposing player runs to the ball, kicks in freaking net for a free goal. And it's like, really? Then he did celebration like, bro, you're losing freaking. Like, at this point, he was losing 5-1. That was his first goal of the game. It was 5-0. His first goal of that game was that goal. Then his next 2 goals were just bounce backs, where my keeper will get great saves, and it'll ricochet right back to his players. It was just so frustrating. I was like, fuck it, just delete this video. I don't want to like be just another creator who's having a crash out. So yeah, let's check out Nick's video. We'll be playing at 1.5 speed, so if you want to see it at normal speed, go to the original video and check it out.
All right, guys, I just took like a 10-minute walk because I crashed out of my stream playing this game. I literally crashed out. I hit my desk like a little baby. I threw my mic, and it's like, this game this year, it's bringing out the worst person in me, bro. I could be having the best day, and then I play this game, and I know you say it's just pixels, it's only a game. But for those of you guys that have been watching me, oh my God, man, if you're qualified to have an opinion on this, like, you've played FIFA 23.
Here's the thing I will say about the comment about it's just pixels. When it comes to playing a competitive video game, this is a competitive video game. This isn't, action adventure game. This isn't an RPG. This is a competitive video game. When you're being competitive, it's more than just pixels, like, because you're trying to be a winner. You're trying to win. Especially when you're a content creator, you're trying to show others that you're a good player, because that's how you kind of get validation. It's silly in that way. People don't think about it like in the sense of, what is your ball knowledge like? What is your, how are you when it comes to providing information, things like that? It's all based on how good are you. I can't take you serious even if I agree with you until I see how good you are or aren't at the game. So you're a creator, you're trying hard to make sure you're getting success, because no one's gonna buy into what you're saying if you're not getting success. At the same time, especially if you're someone who is an IRL athlete, you've played real sports, you're going to be competitive. It's just the nature of the beast. So yeah, it's just pixels. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just video game. But at the same time, we all want to win. We all want to have success. It's not even just about winning. We all want to make sure, want to play, have a good experience. We all want to experience something where, things go right. Even if we lose, we're okay with losing, as long as it seemed like it was a fair fight.
Not just this is your first FIFA. Like, surely I'm not alone here. Like, this game is, I don't even know what I'm playing. The skill in this game. Look, I want to say before we get into anything in this video, because I feel like I owe you guys this video, because I feel like I have been dancing around this for a while this year. I've been trying my best to keep the daily streams, to keep the positivity. Like, it is so hard when this is the product that EA Sports has released. Not only that, when this is the product, also when we have other games out like Konami and these other games that release equally horrible products. I've been playing this game for like 9-10 years, even more, 15. Is it just me, or is EA completely ruining gameplay? I mean, it's slow, delayed, over animated. everything is beneficial to defenders. I mean, guys, I played someone today
And I think here's the thing about that too, when it comes to like the game being slow, the game having all the delays, all of those mechanics that happen, whether they're intentional or not intentional, whether it's because of broken code or because of the engine that shouldn't exist, this game should not be using Frostbite engine. I had a discussion on my Twitter stream, link below. EA uses Frostbite for this game. Frostbite is designed from the ground up for Battlefield, not a sports game. Does Frostbite work well with other games too? Sure, but those other games are games that DICE themselves created, so they know how to make sure those games work for the engine. You know, think something like Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is a DICE game. Battlefield's a DICE game. DICE knows how to use their own engine. The team who makes the FC games, which I think is like EA Canada over in Vancouver, they don't make DICE games. You know, this isn't an engine that they are like overly familiar with. When you have an engine that has, you know, all these animations, all these roles, all these play styles, all these players, and all these like locations and all these things, just all the things, it makes the game run the way that it runs. It gives us these delays and all these things, and you can't take anything that happens in the game seriously. Like my thought process is this: if you lose a game by one goal, that game did not tell you who the better player was, because that one goal could have been like, there could be any number of goals in that game that was just a bullshit goal, or shouldn't have happened because of delays or things like maybe you tried to do a pass and the game just didn't like pass the goal. Maybe you're trying to do it, take a shot, and make a shot off. Now, but if you're losing like freaking 7-3, the person he was better than you. You know, if you're losing by 4 goals, the person was better than you. But like if it's a close game, the skill gap in this game is so dead to where it's like the game will give like, not in terms of like being scripted, but the other player or you, because you gotta be honest with you gotta be honest with yourself. Some of us, we do win games we shouldn't freaking win. I've won games I shouldn't freaking won off just lucky freaking bounces. You gotta be honest. We've all won games off lucky bounces, or won games because our opponent might have had bad gameplay. And it just removes skill, because you're not winning or losing based on who the better player is. You're winning or losing based on who has the better gameplay.
13-0, and he didn't even player switch one time. He just spammed offside traps, had hole and marking passing lanes. For me, this game is pure brain rot. This game used to have semi-skill, semi-left stick, semi-attacking importance, and EA is just turning it into a casino store pack defensive.
That's the other thing too that I should mention. This is a game where you can get carried by not just your team, but by your formation. The 4-2-1-3 carries people. It is a broken formation that just carries people. It makes people who are bad at the game appear as being good, because just how strong that formation is, and how the defense reacts in game, and how the offense reacts in game, and how it reacts towards your players as well. Your players just do not behave normally against a 4-2-1-3. You know, and the 95 nerf depth, the 95 depth nerf doesn't really affect the formation itself, because it's formation that's broken, not the tactics that are broken. At the same time, the 95 depth nerf wasn't to nerf 95 depth, it was to nerf how AIs behave with auto press. So with that nerf, the AI doesn't have as strong as a presence with auto press. Manual press you can still do, and it'll still, you know, work the way it worked before the patch, but they'll get tired quicker.
Simulator. I am losing my mind every single time I play this game. This year specifically has been the most I've ever struggled, because I think it's the least logical FIFA we have ever had in terms of just overall consistency. And I can't believe how much more effective it is to spam defensive meta tactics than it is to actually try to attack on this game. And if you do, it's just L1 through ball spam and glitchy stuff. It's so backwards. I crash out daily. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments, bro. What is your vibe check on this game? You know, like, I feel like I want to talk to you guys about this. Obviously, you guys can tell from the content, I'm not loving this game this year. I didn't like last year's game much either, and it freaking sucks, because I've been playing FIFA my whole life, and I feel like I owe it to everybody to always be doing this game. But yo, I tell you, man, this game, it has been a struggle, and I know you guys gonna be like, oh, this is like, you get to do this every day for a job, bro. Trust me. The struggle of playing this game is better than having any other real job. I understand that. I'm just talking to you guys as a gamer yourself, and me as a gamer, like the state of this game. Take me out of being in this job position. Take yourself out with that opinion that you're gonna be like, oh, you're so lucky to do this. Trust me, I know. I'm very grateful. I want you guys to know that. Like, I'm not disconnected there and think I have the worst job ever. What I do is amazing, bro. I sit here, I play FIFA, I yap about football. I'm so blessed. I want you guys to know that. But I want to hear from you guys, like, your opinions. Like, am I alone on this island? I am at the point with this game that I straight up feel like I'm avoiding playing the game.
Want to know how I know he's not alone on this little island? When I look at Inception, he's raging about the exact same thing I rage about, the exact same thing Nick's raging about. When I watch Nate the Foot Accountant, he's a little bit more calm and chill. But you know, he has some moments too where you can tell he wants to complain, but like he's just trying to like keep that composure. We've all seen Zway crash out multiple freaking times. There's people who I talk to on Twitch stream who play FC, and they tell me the exact same thing. We're all experiencing the exact same thing, you know. And at the same time, it's like, what do you do about it? You know, you can stop playing the game, but if you stop playing the game, then you miss out on playing, you know, the best, for lack of better words, the best football experience that is available. There ain't no doubt about it. UFL's not a better experience. PES not a better experience. This is the best football experience you can get when it comes to simulation football and playing a game mode where you can build, you know, your dream teams of players from around the world.
Getting to the point where I find myself just avoiding the game. And I'm like, that's not healthy, bro. Like, I just don't want to play this game because every time I do, I tell myself I'm not going to care. It's just a game. And then I watch a guy who I can tell has no skilled ability literally just destroy me. And I'm just like, bro, what am I seeing? If you put this guy in the league this year with all the 84 golds, or you put this guy in another FIFA, he is getting cooked. But this game, I swear, it's brain rot, man. It's literally catered to helping noobs master dumb mechanics. I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm crashing out on the daily for the gameplay. Okay, EA has a bad week of that. I want to talk about Team of the Season FUT Champs awards, and I want to talk about upgrades, okay? Premium upgrades. This used to be so good. We saw during Team of the Year how bad it was. So we get the Team of the Season.
I'm gonna give like a comparison on, like, you know, TOTS this year versus TOTS last year. TOTS last year, for last year's game, we all started off with TOTS Live. And with TOTS Live, we all got a free TOTS Live pack, which gave us a guaranteed, you know, card. We didn't get that this year. We didn't get a guaranteed highlights card or a guaranteed moments card. At the same time, the TOTS Live cards were, as their name implies, live. So it gave us a reason to invest in those cards because, you know, they can become better cards. Again, there is no live cards for this year's Team of the Season, and that's kind of just lame. So that removed, you know, a phase of the game for us to interact with. When it comes to SBCs, we're doing Prim Tots right now. Prim Tots, you know, even doing live Tots, not just Prim Tots, just live Tots. There was the Odegaard SBC, which, you know, was very, very popular. There was a SBC for Kai Havertz. There was SBC for Konate. Then there was like a number of like big name icon SBCs as well. I think even during TOTS Rio I think they had the Team of the Year Rio as a TOTS. I could be remembering it wrong, but generally there was a lot of, you know, fan favorite, player favorite SBCs. And I'm not trying to say the SBCs that I have right now are trash, but they're mostly just off meta, you know, fodder-ish. Like, you might do them for like fodder for, like, you know, a Hoylet or Taram. And if you're like a certain fan, you might do them because you're a fan of a squad and you're trying to build like a passing person squad. Like, you might build, let's say, Desiree Doué, you know, if you're building a PSG team. I'm not saying he's a bad card. I'm not saying any card is bad. Or maybe you do tier line because you're doing like not a squad, or saying maybe you're a Forest fan, so you go out there and get Elenga and Gilles White. So yeah.
Now, and for the Premier League and the Women's Premier League, you know, we've got like what, 30 players in this, bro. I did 90 of these today. I saw 3 blues. Do you know how much 90? That's 900 rares going into that to get 3 Team of the Seasons when my best one was Saka and then 2 women's goalkeepers. It's a shambles, bro. Back in the past, bro, this was all about, I mean, if you watch all my older streams where I would make hundreds of upgrades because they were so OP if you did 100 and all that. And, you know, EA, bro, like, it's like EA, we have 82 20s during Team of the Year. We have Team of the Year like Doku Evos, Team of the Year Crazy 94 Evos. And EA wants to release Team of the Season cards, bro, with either 93 cards like a Saka, who's just not good enough for the state of this game, or they want to release Team of the Season cards that just have playstyle pluses that don't even make sense. I mean, I swear, I feel like a lot of these Team of the Season cards have not even been considered in a lot of people's teams. I'm playing FUT Champs, and most people I play have the same Henry, R9, Hullet. They haven't changed any cards to Team of the Season. Okay, say what you want about all that. The content hasn't been good. I was talking to Inception about this in the stream. The upgrades haven't been good. But it's like EA is just, I feel like they're really like just not helping themselves. I mean, look at FUT Champs Awards, and this is something that a lot of you guys are not understanding, bro. FUT Champs Awards this year, right? You see the Reds, okay? The Reds have been some of the best parts of Team of the Season. So what EA did this year was they also added women's for the first time into Reds. Now, last year, FC24, we had women in the game. But as you can see, when you're playing for Major League Team of the Seasons, this is last year when I got rank 1, you have 5 guaranteed Premier League Team of the Season players. So even if there's fodder in the team, you can see here, I got Saliba, which was a crazy pull, right? This year, if you get a McAllister out of these Reds, even from rank 1, you're like lucky because of how bad they are. Then in the second one, what did I get? I got Garnacho, right? Who was like, I think a 500k or a 600k player. And then in the last one, I got Diaz for rank 1. And that was a 2 mil player. This is what Team of the Season was about. This is why there was the hype around FUT Champs Rewards. Back in the day, you used to have the crazy FUT Champs packs, which you do get one for rank 1, but the rest of them, guys, the rank 2 pack, we've opened so many of these 5-player packs where you just get literally 93 rated that don't add to anything. I mean, we're seeing people who are getting rank 2 that
Here's not his intent, but it's how people are going to see it. He's not saying that they shouldn't have woman cards in it, but because of like their presence lowers the chance of you getting the big name cards, because the more cards you have and in the rotation, the lower pack pool that you will have. I don't think it's bad to have women cards in it. What I think is there should be like an actual cap on what cards are in the red picks. I think for team of the season, red picks should be guaranteed 93. In my opinion, it should be guaranteed 93. And it should be. I would also say it should exclude goalkeepers. Chances are when it comes to team of the season, there's not going to be a goalkeeper that you will want to pack in general. Like most people are going to be running an icon keeper, or they have a keeper who they're relying on or can trust. I think they should exclude from red picks only. Anything else, like you see how they have the players pack, that's all fine. I think for red picks, it should be 93 plus and exclude keepers. That's how I feel. I will eliminate the chance of you packing, Cells and Tolos Joyce and players like that you don't want. Like yeah, I want a red Tolos Joyce because it's a nice look, and it goes to my USA squad and my United squad. But from the math, I gotta think about the entirety of the player base, not just myself, not just my passion. For the entire player base, it would just help better for everyone if keepers were taken out of the player picks. Is how I see it. Not all women, because the people out there would want a red Karchawi or a red Bunny Shaw or a red Mariana. Like people will want that, or a red Madri. What people don't want though is a red Grace Clinton, or a red Tola Choice, as I mentioned before, or a red Johanna Kennard. They want to have the high rated cards, because the high rated cards are usually going to be even more cracked.
They're not even making they're not even getting a pull more than 50K. And I think EA is killing the hype with team of the season, because no one really wants to sweat out foot champs, because everybody knows the rewards are dead. And I just want you guys to see as like an actual image here, just the comparison of last year's rewards compared to this year. I mean, if you've been watching some of the rank 1 rewards on the channel, you won't see anything like this, where you're getting 3 guaranteed crazy players. And that is not
even when it comes to like his comparison, like I'm just going, again, we're being honest here, we're being fair. So looking at this shot, the only person in this image who anyone would get excited for is that Saliba. S2PN, people would be annoyed with that straight up fodder. You'd be like, oh, what the fuck, trash. No one's using that Watkins. Again, more trash. Gabriel, debatable. McAllister, also debatable. So 2 out of the 5 are ass pools, with one being like a big one who's like, oh yeah, I got fucking Saliba. So you gotta be honest when it comes down to it. Not like the example, I understand we trying to like point out, but the rewards were ass last year too. Let's call a buck. Rewards were ass last year too. It was just there's a higher chance of you getting something good, because of it was only just 1 league instead of being 3 leagues. And like it's funny too, because like it's revisionist history. Like remember like during league untaughts last year, there was a unattended reward situation where people were getting awards they weren't supposed to be getting, where the picks were good. EA was like, whoa. They're not supposed to be good. And that's the point. They're not supposed to be good. Not those. Not what we have now. They're not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be rare to get something good. That's what EA wants. It wants to be rare to get something good. And that's dumb, because we're grinding our ass off. We should get rewards for playing champs. Champs should be the best place to go to get good rewards, because that's what champs, just the idea of weekend league, that's what it should be. It should be the place to get the best rewards.
Gamer, I think this was his from like FIFA 23. This is like 1 of 4, so this is like 11 wins, or this is from FIFA 23. Yeah, VVD, VVD, like, what I'm saying? And like this is what it is this year, and like honestly, this 1 of 5 is not even bad compared to what I've seen.
So even when it comes to like this one, for example, this exists because of the number of players in pack. So like if you do what I said, 93 plus, exclude keepers, what happens? You don't have Johanna, you don't have Jedi, you don't have Cholo Joyce, you don't have Milinkovic either. 4 out of the 5 will be excluded from it if EA did a 93 plus with no keepers. You don't have to you don't have to remove any more the leagues. You can still keep it 3 leagues, but you would drastically change the reaction to the rewards if no one can ever pack a 92 or a 91 or keeper.
I don't know why EA are doing this to the rewards, but the only logical thing here is, okay, EA, and you wonder why, okay, why do people say the league upgrades used to be worse? I need you guys to listen here, because I know this is where it's going to get a little bit like more confusing. this pack, right? It used to just be Premier League, okay? So when you get 3 rares and 8 commons, it's only from the Premier League. Okay, EA doubles the league by adding the women, okay? That's fine. I'm not going to sit here and say I have anything against that. I don't care. But what EA needs to do, if they're going to do that, is either release individual upgrades with the same requirements, so one for the Premium Premier League and one for the Women's Premier League, or they need to double the amount of rares and commons to make it what it was.
I think that would be a good idea for people like me. I hate doing this pack because all I care about, just being honest, is the Women's League. I just want to get Mariana from Barcelona squad because she's played Barcelona. So I want to get her from Barcelona Passport squad. I want to get Tola Choice for the United squad. Again, Barcelona fan, United fan. Also American. I want to get, you know, Tony. Even though I think Toon's card is ass, I still want the card. You know, so I want all the United players. You know, so I don't really care about the Prem tots other than like Bruno. But so if it feels a separate pack where I can just focus on just doing the Women's League, that'd be great. So this is a good idea. It's a good idea to have them separate. And there's nothing wrong with having them separate because at the end of the day, you allow people to have options. And I would say when it comes to like anything in life, it's just good to have options. And having the options to choose the men's league or the women's league, or even like having the third league. Give the third league their own pack. What is the people who are fans of the EFL who are like, hey, I want to be able to do a premium EFL pack? You know, that will be fair. It will give people options.
In the past, and look, in the past it was good. It wasn't the craziest thing ever, but if you do 100 and you see 15 to 20 blues, maybe 2 of them are great. You would have to open like 2,000 of these right now to get anything good. It's the same thing as Team of the Year, and EA, instead of looking into that and making them better like they used to be, they've just released the same shit and they haven't made any fix. And it's really not that challenging of a fix, but it frustrates me a lot because they're ruining the hype of their crazy gameplay that everybody's addicted to playing. I will speak for myself only, but I see what my community says, bro. I have never been less motivated and less addicted to a FIFA in my life. I could care less, bro, about this game, and that's sad, bro. But I just want you guys to know, in the community that watch me every day, bro, my frustration, not only with this gameplay.
Just think of like a question that was asked in my Twitch chat. The question was, do I find myself playing the game less during TOTS? And I went on to like explain what my actual playing rotation is. Because for those who don't know, this is my main channel. I have a primary channel where I upload video game reviews and discussion videos. My Twitch stream, I'm a variety streamer where I play RPGs and shooters. So I was asked a question. I was like, well, for the most part, I stretch out rival games between the weekend. So essentially, I'll try to get, you know, 3 games in on a Friday. Maybe I might do 2 on a Thursday just because it's reset and, you know, less games is better. So I'll try to get 3 wins on Friday, 3 wins on Saturday, 3 wins on Sunday. Usually, I might need 1 win on a Monday or 2 wins on a Monday, depending on if I did or didn't play games on Thursday, right? So that's what I would do, and I just wouldn't play the game at all outside of that. So like if I'm done with rivals, if I get my 3 wins on that Friday, I don't touch the game for the rest of the day. I might go on the web app and do some menu grinding while doing my live stream, while freaking playing other games, but that's it. I don't play the game a lot, and that has nothing to do with Team of the Season. That's what I've been doing all year because I don't want to play the game that much, you know. Like I'll do if I'm bored, I'll do rush objectives, get those out the way. I'll do squids, get that out the way as well. And that's pretty much it. So I don't play the game less or more from TOTS, but when the game is at its worst, I'm less interested in content. Like I don't want to make content for this game when the game's being trash because it's frustrating. It's frustrating to try to sit here and be positive and be, you know, this fun passion merchant guy when the game is frustrating to play.
We don't know what we're going to be able to do there, bro. These videos, I feel like the gameplay team, they think they're doing no wrong. They've made this game for absolute bots. The skill required on this game to be good compared to the older FIFAs, when even then we thought it was for bots. How they've gone with it, I can't, man. It's so shameless. It's so shameless. You need this playstyle to play this pass. And then even then, it might just go into some crazy defensive aura as somebody's offside trapping you. So don't even get me started with that. But the content, bro. The content, at least when we make these videos, I feel like, hey, maybe somebody at EA is going to see this, read the comments. I can't be on my own island here. There's no way I'm only the only one here that sees this. How are all of us supposed to be motivated, whether we're rank 1 or rank 6, to play this game and get the reds when they have literally nuked it, bro? They've doubled the amount of players in the pool so that you really just can't even get yourself like an 100k player now. And it goes the same as these packs. You know, even the blue packs, the 3-player pack. Do you know how many of these 3-player tradable packs I've opened and it's been 391s? Players that sell for 30k? It's like as good as a Team of the Week pack in the fall. It does nothing. It's so sad, bro. Not only this, they didn't put any effort into releasing upgrades that were better and repeatable and worth the rares. These are just not worth it. The only reason that people did them during League On and they still weren't that worth it was the league had less rares as a whole, so you got more blues. But now with all these rares and they keep it 3 rares and they don't add commons, it's terrible. They need to double the amount of players in this pack, or they need to separate the pack so it's just fair and worth it to grind, man. The same with FUT Champs. Either give people 3 1 of 5 reds from both leagues, or maybe 2 from each, or make them 3 if you're getting rank 1 and make them 1 of 10. But bro, at the moment, man, I don't know if I'm on my own island here, guys. So I need you guys to look like I want to be. I feel like a lot of you guys watch me as a creator because you know that I'm honest, bro, and I'm gonna call it how it is with things, bro. I feel like this team of the season sucks, man. I'm sitting here making content on the game and whatever, bro. I could have crash outs. I could lose my mind, bro. That's my own problem. And that's my own issue with hating the gameplay, bro. That's my own issue. Maybe that's not your issue. I'm not here to say that you maybe do like this gameplay. I don't know how, but maybe you do. I don't know. That's something with gameplay we've seen over the years. It will never get resolved. I feel like
I want to say when it comes to people who might like the gameplay, you got to think about who benefits from the gameplay. Worst players benefit from it. So if you're a bad player, you're now winning games you wouldn't normally freaking win because the gameplay is kind of leaning towards you. It's not intentionally helping you out, but it's leaning in your favor because the better player has, delays, better player has lag or whatever, and it's allowing you to, to win games. Then it comes to like playing again the 4-2-1-3, it's allowing you to have success you wouldn't normally have. There was a Twitch video I was watching, I forgot which one it was. This is before the patch came out for auto press for the AI. And the guy was talking about like how he's afraid to play the game now because he feels like 4-2-1-3 won't be usable anymore because he needs to use it. And they didn't do anything to 4-2-1-3, but he was afraid that it would affect it. And it's like that's the reality of this game right now. There's people who entire ability to play this game is based on one formation. And those people, they would see people like Nick as a crybaby who's just mad that he lost. Because like they're like, oh, you just mad because you lost. You think that guy, you said that you lost to people who weren't better than you. They would have beat you, so they're better than you. Because they're pussies and they're bitches, and they need these mechanics to help them win. And they also have zero accountability on admitting that they need these mechanics to help them win.
We've been seeing the EA content team definitely look into some things and helping out. So I don't know what your guys' opinions are, man. Am I on my own here with these packs? I mean, I feel like in the old days, this is the last thing I'm going to say. I used to literally be so excited to open all the new rewards for the team of the season teams. Bro, I have people asking me like, yo, can I share play the rewards? Yo, can I do this? And I'm just like, dude, honestly, go rip it. Good luck. Like, bro, in the past, you'd be like dying to open someone's rewards to see because they're going to get even in a 1 of 4 a chance at a really good team of the season. And now because they don't expand the slots and there's double the players, it's so watered down. You just don't even care. Like guys, I create content on this game. It's team of the season, bro. Not only is it impossible to get blues on the menus, there's no real grind to get significant decent blues. It's too challenging. And then you look at foot champs, boys, and like, even as a creator, bro, I can't be bothered. I just can't even be bothered. And I know that says a lot about the gameplay because there was other games. We could talk about all the FIFAs with foot champs where the rewards were terrible, and I just like the gameplay. FIFA 18, FIFA 17, FIFA 23. Like, I just played every week because I like the gameplay. I didn't even care if the rewards were bad. Oh, how I miss those times. Oh, how I miss those times. Because, look, all we need on this game, we need good rewards. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, we literally need good rewards. Otherwise, nobody wants to play because that's where the gameplay is. So that's another discussion for the gameplay team. But I don't know, guys. I wanted to talk to you guys, man. Am I on my own island here, or are you guys feeling this way, bro? Because look, I know some people will respond to this video and be like, bro, you're probably just aging out of this game. That is bullshit, man. I'm telling you, it's bullshit, bro. There's no way that's not true. Like, there is no way I'm gonna hear that, bro. Because I look at the grind of this game. Let me talk about Maldini and Mycon, right? Those leagues with having team requirements, open gameplay, the game actually wasn't that bad because you had space. The AI wasn't killing you. It was actually all right, those 2 leagues. And what did you get? A reward that was worth grinding and sweating. And it's like, dude, team of the season, a time that is usually worth it. It's not worth it. All you get is fodder. All you get from team of the season foot champs is fodder. That's all you get. It's so sad to me, man. I love FIFA, bro. You guys know I upload FIFA no matter what.
Yeah, guys, and here's like, we talk about how all anyone's getting is fodder right now. Here's the downside to everyone getting fodder. And you could say that's not a downside because, everyone can do SBCs. With how many shitty cars people are getting, again, the 92s, the 91s, pretty much everyone and their mama has Holy right now. Holy went from being a car that was like, I think it was like 4 million, where most people didn't have it. Like most people, even like from Div 3 to Elite, most people in those divisions didn't have it. Now people are in Div 5 on Hoylet. People are facing Hoylet every single game because it fodder from these promos are so in abundance, where you might as well just go ahead and get Holy done. Like, I started Hoylet back when he came out, but I was going to like just, do pieces at a time because I didn't really care too much about it because, again, patch merchant, I don't really have patch for Hoylet. But then I had so much freaking fodder in my freaking, my storage, and I was like, bruh, I might as well just go ahead and just get them done. And I was doing like, the beginning of League 1 tots because like I was getting those blues. It's like, bro, this is too much shit. So I forced myself to just go ahead and get Holy done then, even though my goal was to just chip away at it while I'm doing other things. Like I was doing other SBCs while doing Holy because I was like, I want to focus on the passion SBCs and get him done whenever. Went from that to just get him done immediately because there's just so much fodder. And it's like, you might as well because you got to put it somewhere. And the reason why it also happens is because there's no SVCs to do other than that. Like if you look at the SVCs right now, when it comes to big name players, there's Hoylett, there's Thuram. That's it. You can say Vardy if you want to, but reality is most people aren't attracted to Vardy. So that's just it. So if you have all these 91s, 92s, 93s in your inventory, it's like, what do I do with this stuff? So you just do Thuram. You just do Hoylett. You just say, all right, and that's it.
Do you know how many people in this community stopped streaming, stopped doing content that were creators the last couple of years, pretty much on the same timeline as me, because of where this game has gone? There's no significance. Yes, they may have other things going on in their life, but there's a direct correlation with the direction that EA have gone. You can see by the follower counts on the game. You can see where everywhere this game is going in the direction. It's sad, bro. I'm sitting here trying to grind this content. I'm sitting here so excited for Team of the Season, bro. And I feel like it's Premier League Team of the Season, and I just don't even give a shit, man. And I know some of you guys are going to do the whole, like, he's crying thing. Tell me I'm not alone on this island, bro. Tell me you guys feel some way I'm feeling, bro. Because right now, I don't even feel really that validated, bro. I feel like this community who's still playing this game, everyone who cared kind of quit. Everyone who's still playing this game, I don't know. You know, everyone just feels like everything's okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm dying here alone, bro, on this own island with this game. Where, look, I am so blessed. I know you guys, bro. You guys support anything. We do other stuff. We do a lot of content these days, and I'm really grateful for all of it. But at the end of the day, like, what people don't understand, bro, I want to play FIFA. Like, it's really, like, I know some people are transactional with this game. They show up every day. They want to make the money. I get it. This game can make you money. And I do make money on this game, and I appreciate you guys for that. But, like, I want to be addicted to FIFA. Like, I really do, bro. It's been since FIFA 23, since I literally woke up every day, and I wanted to play this game. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, then you actually have a job because we go to work every day, and we don't enjoy the game. I want you guys to take that narrative out the way. And we're talking gamer to gamer. Me and you, bro. We're having a discussion about a video game, which is supposed to be fun to play. I'm not having no fun during Team of the Season, bro, because it's impossible to pack cards on the menus. Every card you pack is 20K. You can't get the 7 mil cards. And EA, quite frankly, have just ruined the rewards, bro. There's no guarantee of anybody good. Maybe I'm alone, guys. Let me know in the comments, man. Peace.
All right. So that was a good video. I agree with a lot of things that he said. As always, showing some love. I have 200 freaking followers. He has, thousands. So I don't have to say it, but, go to his channel. Watch the video, without me speeding it up and without me yapping. Show him some love with the likes and some comments and subscribe. It's a topic for us to have, where it's just like, what does EA do to have a balance? Because at the end of the day, they don't want us to have just crazy cards. They want a balance. We want a balance too. We don't want people in Div 6 having freaking crazy cards. It's just the reality of it. You don't want people in Div 4 having crazy cards. That's just reality. What you want is you want people who, grind their ass off and become good enough at the game to reach Div 3 and higher, be the ones who are getting the crazy cards. Because it gives people who are Div 4 and below something to strive for. Like, okay, I want to get to Div 3. If I get to Div 3, those packs are guaranteed to be so much better to where I'm going to get good cards. That's people want. Especially when it comes to champs. There's people who are like, I'll just play for freaking 9 wins and not even care anymore because 9 wins has good enough rewards. All right, like even at the account, he's like, last year it was people who were just trying to get 11 wins and not care to that. This year people want to get 9 wins and not care. Like, you just got to find a balance. You got to find a way to where the rewards are worth it, but at the same time, the gameplay has to be good. Even if the wars are better, who cares if the wars are better if the gameplay still sucks ass? If you don't want to play the game. Keep that in mind. But you waiting to see Archer? I'll tell you guys the next one. I'm out of here. Deuces.